Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. This is a price analysis update on Verasity. We'll do some technical analysis and identify some key levels which you could use to your advantage. We'll take a look at some levels where you could potentially place some buy orders, sell orders, and then we'll have a look at some accumulation zones. You can see on the bigger picture here, we had a massive head and shoulders, which did actually play out. As you can see, let's just mark it up. So we had the left shoulder here, we have the neckline, which we'd say is around there, the head, right shoulder, dump. So that's what happened. That's pretty much what happened across most of the market. But is what is the market does move in cycles and waves, and whenever Bitcoin's bullish, the rest of the market is, and vice versa. Bitcoin, it did collapse from that 69k all the way down to around 33 or something like that. Pulled the rest of the market with it, and altcoins have bled. But all I see this as is an opportunity. We dropped from the very highs to very lows. 82%, let's call that. Some assets within 95% are already shooting back up 100%, so it's nothing to worry about. Just use it as an opportunity. On the broader perspective, things are starting to look really good in crypto. Bitcoin is pushing up, and we're getting a lot of moving average crosses. Now, if you look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame and use a 50 and a 20, we've had a bullish cross here, and some alts are starting to fall out. Ethereum's had a bullish cross. VeChain just had that bullish cross. Polkadot, you get my drift. And also, if you take a look at VRA, just about to form that bullish cross, aren't we? It's lagging behind a bit of, well, the rest of the market, but some of the lower capitalization market cap altcoins are just starting to pick up a little bit of pace now. So we are getting that bullish cross, which is happening as we speak. Things are starting to look really, really good. The RSI is starting to increase. Just be wary when it does push up in towards this grey box. It could be a little bit of an overcooked scenario where we do get a little bit of selling pressure, but it's nothing to worry about so far. Things are looking good. We are now trading back above this green line, which is a moving average 50. For me, any type of bullish price action, the price needs to start getting those daily closures above it, and that's exactly what we have. So now I'm honestly seeing a good couple of months worth of growth now. Potentially we have that selling May and go away scenario happening in May. We could get a bit of a selling pressure, but I'm expecting April to be a fully bullish month, fingers crossed. But yeah, look at his moving average cross. We had a bearish cross back in December. Prior to that, we had a bullish cross in August. So you're talking every 6 months we do get a bit of a change in direction, and that's exactly what's happening now. Bulls are back in town. It's really time to start push on. But let's get rid of those. I want to just drop down to let's have a look at the 4 hour time frame. And we'll analyse this latest move here. And we'll have a look at some potential buy zones. So the latest move is pretty much here. We had that push up, retracement, and then we've got this level. In terms of Fibonacci, if you look at the bottom move to the top there, we've come up, retraced, and we've actually done a 38% retracement, and now we are pushing on. I think personally, if you're looking for buys, I'd still target this region here at 0.026. And I'd ladder those orders all the way down back to here. Potentially, may not happen, but you never know, do you? There's always that possibility. The price could have a little bit of a shakeout. I know Bitcoin is kind of clinging on to 47k now. If for some reason it did drop down to this box down at around 44k, which is that 618 of the entire move, it could be a potential scenario where we do get a little bit of a pullback. But for me, I think the markets are looking good. We do know that Do Kwon is starting to buy every bit of Bitcoin up, so that is a bullish sign. We've had Sailor buying Bitcoin, which usually bearish sign, but he's buying it up. He's started a new subsidiary, which is Macro Strategies, which are buying Bitcoin, so plenty of things going our way. But just remember, pullbacks are always possible, so I would ladder him in, like say, from 0.026 all the way down to there. Potentially it's not going to happen because, like we say, with that bullish cross now, markets are really starting to look good. So that's the levels to buy. If we just look at the daily time frame and see if we can see any levels of resistance. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look on weekly first, see if we've got any there. Let's just have a quick butchers to see if we can see anything in terms of resistance up here. No levels of weekly. You got a level there. Let's have a quick markup on that one. Horizontal ray. Boom. So that's a weekly level of resistance, which is quite a big one. You can see 1, 2 taps there. Usually more taps are better, but you can see we've tapped that twice with an absolute 2. So that's the first major level of resistance up there. And you could say we've probably got some down here as well. In terms of levels to break through, this is where we're looking to break through in a minute. If we just have a zoom on a map point, and we'll put this cursor on now, you can see this is a clear level of support as well. We had no closures below it around here, and we've had several taps of this line, including this last level here. So that's the next major level we need to get through, and it's close to that psychological area of 3 cent. I think breaking through that is going to be good. So if you're looking to take profit, and we'll just have a bit more of a zoom in there, I think if you're looking to take profit, this could be a decent level up at around 3 cents. But after that, personally, I would hold on, and I'd be looking to take profit up here around 4.4 cents. I think that's a major level of weekly resistance. You can see in the past we've rejected off it here, acted as support around here. Resistance, which turned to support. You get my drift. It was a key area which I think we should really look to target. Taking profit is absolutely key. So maybe skim 10% up off here. If you've bought some VRA down here and you're looking to accumulate, I would look to skim some off here. I think it's a decent level for you to definitely look at targeting. So all in all, things are starting to look really bullish. We've had those moving average crosses here, the 50 and the 20 on my daily time frame. Bullish crosses happening. And if you look at the daily moving average 200, this is the ultimate hey. We may even use that as a take profit region at 3.8 cents. Any type of bullish narrative, you need to be back above this daily 200 moving average. So yeah, that's some levels to buy, some levels to sell. Things are starting to look really good now. Let's just have a quick look at the BTC pair before we do wrap this video up. We are now getting close to that bullish cross. Usually I should say, whenever Bitcoin is performing well, Satoshi pairs start to not perform quite as well. But altcoins are starting to really push on now in tandem with Bitcoin. That just shows you that there's some eyeballs coming back to the market, and when the Bitcoin pairs are following the dollar pairs up, it's usually bullish for most other assets. So let's take a quick look at the market here in terms of Bitcoin. The next level that we need to look at is the buying zones, which would be potentially a retest of this moving average 50 here. So I think if you're looking for buys in terms of Satoshis, can go from a very bottom move there to a top, and that 382 level does marry up quite nicely with that moving average 50. So buyer zone is around 5,587 Satoshis. If you're looking to deploy some Bitcoin into stable assets, and I think that's probably your best place. Bullish cross is coming, so we may get that retest and tap it, and then we may push on, but it ultimately really depends on how the dollar pair does react. I think if you're looking to take profit on this, then I'd target around 7,600 sats. Target this daily moving average 200, and that could be a decent level. I mean, if you're managing to buy down here on this 382 level and sell there, you're talking a 37% gain, so that could be a great way to build up some Satoshis. So just a couple of buy levels there and a couple of sell zones. I'm not going to talk too much about the Satoshi pair because not too many people trade it these days. But all in all, things are looking really good. The eyes are starting to come back. Bullish price actually started to come back, and hold on because it's going to be a very, very fruitful April coming up.